everyone, it's Libby from Maighstir Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along. Okay, I'm using my Golden Universal Tarot, entertainment only, and what I want to have a look at in this particular reading. So I'm going to have a couple of serious readings and then we'll finish on a fun one. But, gosh, I haven't even gotten anything noted down in regards to this. So what has happened overnight my time is that the Orange Felon apparently hosted a the crypto execs at the White House after the SEC guidelines were released, the SEC, the Security and something commission, you know what I'm talking about. And so they've released their new guidelines in regards to the Crypto Securities and Exchange Commission. Sorry about that, my bad. So what's happened is it's announced on Tuesday that it has filed a proposal titled Regulation Crypto Assets, giving crypto entrepreneurs a clear, considerably lighter route to raising capital under the federal securities law. Pretty much what it's done is it's basically given cryptocurrency, crypto companies exemptions. So apparently they can raise up to $5 million over a 4-year period without registering, and there is something also to do with about 75. The second fundraising exemption would permit raises of up to 75 million within any 12-month stretch without actually having to fill out regulation compliance documents, etc. So this, again, it's giving the cryptocurrencies pretty much free rein to raise money, spend money, move money without any reporting whatsoever. Yeah, absolutely. So cutting any restrictions, any legal restrictions on crypto. Now, this is interesting that it's come pretty much days after the Orange Felon's World Liberty Finance with his kids was set up. This is a big klaxon siren sounding with the judgment card there in regards to removing these restrictions. So it's only been, gosh, less than a week than the Sniffy and Glues and the couple of Witless Cough kids. Do not forget that the original spelling of Witkoff was K-O-V. He has quite deep Russian ties, allegedly, going back historically in his ancestry. So just putting that out there as well. So this has come pretty much shortly after World Liberty Finance was granted pretty much permission to become a bank, which means its restrictions and regulations change, and it means that it can then produce its own coin as such, stable coin, etc. I am not a finance person. I cannot necessarily get my head around finances. Maths was a very weak subject of mine. But you've also got to remember, what are we looking at? $40 trillion worth of debt and rising. Moody's, who is the international country economy ratings company, there's 3 of them. Moody's is one. Australia and Canada both recently got capital AAA ratings. So, yeah, very solid economies. The US was downgraded, and I actually had to go searching for this. This was actually really hard to find what the rating was for the US. So obviously not widely reported. Downgraded to a capital A, little a, and 1. So there, and I've put it in my post section, there is pretty much some dubiousness about the ability of the US economy under the current regime, and just distrust in the ability of the current regime. So what do I want to have a look at? I don't know why I'm looking at my notes, because I have absolutely nothing noted down in regards to this. So the new SEC proposals have come out. The SEC chairman is a orange felon, or should I just say regime, Project 2025 plant. We know that. Paul Atkins, entertainment only, allegedly, but we know that he was put in by the regime. And the SEC's move comes after the US Senate left for its summer recess without advancing the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act. So pretty much this is superseding. So that act was a bill that would split the oversight of the digital assets between the SEC and the US Commodity Future Trading Commission, and the bill was not passed before they went on recess, so the SEC has moved in and basically made it happen. Now, who is the head of, as pointed out by one of my lovely viewers who emailed me, the US Commodity Futures Trading Commission? Who is the head of the Commodity Future Trading Commission? A dude by the name of Michael Selig. Oh, that photo of him just absolutely, if I'm looking at his Wikipedia page, absolutely gives me the creeps. He did work as a law clerk for the Commodities Future Trading Commission. He became chief counsel for Cryptocurrency Task Force under the Securities and Exchange Commission, and he is a senior advisor to the chairman, Paul Atkins. So they're meshed. They're not oversighting each other. They are in lockstep. And if I call it goose walk lockstep, I'm sure none of you would disagree with me. So he was appointed as the Commodity Future Trading Commission by the Orange Idiot, or should I just say by the regime, in October 2025 and confirmed by the Senate. Right, he is the only single remaining commissioner. It's normally a 5-person commission. So therefore there were checks and balances, but all the rest have stepped aside to make this pretty much a conglomerate. That's the word my God, conglomerate the power into one person who is in goose lockstep with the Security Exchange Commission, Atkins, both being appointed by the regime. You can see where I'm going with this. So, and then of course the Orange Felon hosted the crypto executives at the White House yesterday. One day after the financial regulators unveiled the new regulations. So, Insider knew this was coming, because it's not like he could have just rung up and said, "Oh, they've just unveiled it. Come and have a chat about it." No, they all were on the inside. So, where do I go with this? What I'm having a quick read of is Euro News. I find it best in regards to anything that comes up in the US is to actually go to a international news source, trying to find out what they've got to say about it. Not really much. Okay, the Washington Times. And speaking of which, Epistemic Crisis did a short video on the Orange Idiot with his announcement in the wherever it was, foyer or whatever, with the crypto dude standing behind him, sucking air. Obviously, it appeared that he had some sort of substance to keep him upright. There is this desperation. So What's happened? The SEC issued new exemptions for digital asset projects, including a one-time startup exemption that would let crypto projects raise up to $5 million during a 4-year period and up to $75 million during each 12-month period. So I'm not quite sure how that works, because 4 times 75 million does not equal 5 million, but anyhow, without having to report, without having to be regulated. Okay. The Orange Idiot has personally benefited from the crypto market, more than $1 billion from the $1 billion since returning to office. Interestingly enough, okay, I watched Christina Talks this morning, spills the tea. She was talking about the fact that the Orange felon was on the brink of bankruptcy, yes, and going to jail, yes, and that's why he was so desperate to be put into place, and why he was so malleable by those behind the scenes that wanted him there in regards to all this that is happening. However, this is flipped over. The wheel of fortune, karma will come and bite them on the backside. The times are changing. So the Orange Idiot's crypto earnings included more than 635 million from a meme coin that is worth, pennies on the dollar for what it was sold for, and from selling World Liberty Finance tokens. That is a felon kids and cough company. Okay, he claims he has no day-to-day role in the business, but that's the biggest load of BS you've ever heard. So where do I go with this? I want to have a look at these new currency rules, and then I want to have a look at C-League. Sorry about the long chat. So, oh gosh, there's that on the bottom again. Reshuffling Wheel of Fortune. Time to remove the blindfold. There could be some legal backlash against the Security Commission's making this declaration. Unexpected announcement that came out, not fully formulated is what I'm getting there. The Securities Commission has forced this through, but it's supposed to be verified in the Senate because there's no oversight. And as I said, the commission, what is it? If I go here, C-League, the Commodities Future Trading Commission, is supposed to have 5 commissioners, but it only has the one that was appointed by the felon in October as of last year. So, I mean, if it doesn't scream alarm bells, but something, karma coming and biting them on the bum, there is an option for this to go either way, because it's an unformed announcement that came out that is pretty much all about putting the money, so we've got the 6 of Pentacles here, shifting the money into these uber wealthy, but then I've got the 7 of Swords, the stealing, we've got the 5 of Cups, the loss, the regret and despair, because I've then got the 9 of Wands, some sort of guardrails holding against this announcement, and then we have the Justice card. So there's more to this story. I'll just pop those back randomly because there's not too many of them. Let's see where it's going to go. So he's made this White House announcement with the crypto dude standing behind him. Oh, sorry. All us readers get horrific coughing when we're talking about the Orange Idiot. And it's because he is really struggling, his body is really struggling to oxygenate. Now, a few people have said, oh, what about Mitch? Well, it's a bit hard to keep reading on Mitch when we know he's as dead as a dodo and he's not coming back. But let's have a look. What are we having a look at? this announcement by the Securities and Exchange Commission, in combination with the single element, so it's supposed to be a 5-panel commission about the commodities trading, but it's been whittled down to a single, this announcement about crypto, because we know the regime, those behind the regime, have this desperation to move the US currency and therefore the world commodities currency to crypto. Not afraid of crypto. There will be a time and place where there will be a world currency. This is not it. Okay, come on down, let's have a look. Okay, this announcement. Right. Looks like the judicial system is going to step up. There is this, what just happened? 9 of Swords energy, nightmare situation. I mean, anybody with half an eyeball can see what they are attempting to do here. So that it is rapidly de-evolving into this nightmare situation, challenged by the amount of information that is coming out really quickly. There's going to be some major headlines on this that's going to come out. Now, I don't understand finances terribly well. I understand enough to do my taxes and, pay the bills. There will be better minds than mine that will understand what is actually happening here. Do not expect the average person to get their head around it, but we don't need the average person to understand. We just need those that are in positions that can do something about it. It's all about stealing, capturing the market, or not even the market, capturing the systems, capturing the exchange of currency. It's absolutely an abuse of power, but it is very much about capturing the I'm really getting a pull towards the fact that it's swords, and at the moment currency is traded across the airways. However, you've got these two people in the background. They've thrown their swords down and said F you and walked off. So this is the energy that this announcement is stewing in at the moment. Oh, far out, man. The energy of the past is a tower moment, because the crumbling, the implosion, the economy, the crypto literally is in this energy at the moment. There have been multiple attempts to try and put world currencies onto crypto, thinking of BRICS, thinking of the city that was built in El Salvador or somewhere. I read on that last year or year before, it might have even been a couple of years ago. None of them are taking hold. The meme coin that was issued by the Orange Idiot, pennies on the dollar. It's not, because the time is not ready for it, and the regime is not the one that should be implementing it. So the collapse. So in the face of the collapse, this announcement has been made. Okay, thank you. Okay, what I'm getting, the image that I'm being given is, it's like they're putting, you've got this floppy, whatever it is, and I'm just going to call that the crypto. Whatever it is, I don't even know what it is. It's like a floppy mannequin puppet or something, or it's not the felon. It's just something that has no substance to it. That it's just a facade. And I'm getting these lengths of, we call them timber, I think other parts of the world call them lumber, and they're sort of pushing that up under the armpit to hold this bit up, and then shoving it under the elbow there to hold that bit up, and they're trying to prop this empty facade up to make it appear like it still has substance. But the fact that it's, and they're propping up, and it's, it's, this is the vision I'm giving, that there is this desperation to prop up this this soulless, empty puppet. There's no other way I can call it, because it's already collapsed. Oh, this is really interesting. Okay, then I'm going to have a look at Seelig and Atkins, but let's have a look. Yeah, the hidden agenda being presented. There is more to this. It's not about economy. It's purely to attempt to benefit those that have devious agendas about it. It's about funneling the wealth, and I won't say money because it's not money, funneling the control, the power. Thank you. Funneling control and power into, and it is part of this Project 2025 that failed because Biden was overwhelmingly in. They're desperately trying to get all of this through before the midterms, because the midterms are really gaining momentum. But it's not just the midterms. Angie Nixon in Florida, bravo. Brandon Dukes in Pennsylvania on the state level flipped a seat that had been GOP since 1999. Bravo. There is this momentum that they know they can't control, because the people aren't falling into line. So this hidden agenda being advanced, and also the fact that the orange idiot is failing really badly. The immediate future. This is my card for the legislators, the law, the Congress, not the lawmakers as in the judicial system, the legislative system, looking at this, taking action. Okay, so the legislators tossing it out. Oh, couldn't happen. So externally, we've got the five of, so we've got these two fives side by side, 5 of Pentacles. I'm getting the legislators tossing it out. Let's see where it goes. Internally, because of the manipulation, the attempt to bypass Congress. This is interesting. Oh, there's the 7 of Swords. So we not only got the 5 of Swords, we got the 7 of Swords, the hopes and fears, because it is literally in front of the eyes a steal of legislation, the legal system, a steal of the economy, because of this very blatant attempt to bypass Congress again. Right, we've got the Hermit here shining a light on this hidden agenda. We've got the Queen of Swords, legal action, and then we've got the Ace of Wands, the big stick, and then we've got the 3 of Swords, the treason, the loss, the despair, the heartbreak. I mean, you've got here the extremely wealthy individual cowering under this 3 of Swords energy. Could be the Emperor having a vascular event. I'd love that. And then we have the moderation, the Strength card, the Hanged Man being stopped, and the inability, bringing forth, stopping the ability for this to go forward with the harvest. And there we've got that Nine of Wands again. I don't think, on the bottom I've got the Moon card, the regime, the felon, and we've got this Ace of Cups, this cleansing, the Two of Wands, looking at this situation, and then the Ace of Swords, legal action being taken. I believe it or not, I actually think legislators, because the act was in front of Congress, it didn't get passed, so the SEC stepped in and forced this through. What have I got? Oh, right, we've got the gift from the past about the restrictions and those that tied themselves to the devil, looking at a different option to move what has been stalled forwards, but it is being fully exposed, and it's going to bring about a rejection with that Eight of Cups. There's big things that be happening here. Yeah, I think the legislators, because we've got the Trojan horse, it's the attempt to bring it forward under a guise of something else, and we've got the justice card, the legislators, like big legislators coming forward. So what I'm getting is pretty much, it's not going to stick. I'll have a look. Is this legislation by the SEC? So yeah, if you don't think you're in a dictatorship regime at the moment, this is absolutely. Oh, Congress went on holiday, so let's ram through this change that's supposed to go via Congress, being dictated by two that are in goose lockstep, to benefit the uber supposedly on paper wealthy. One of them are in a commission that's supposed to be a panel of 5, and he's the only one. Oh boy. So is this yeah, there's a delusion here, a loss. The announcement came out of the White House. We've got what have we got here? I mean, it's my military card, but this could also be an attempt to move this forward. We've got the ending and a ruling coming here. Okay, let's have a look. I don't think it'll hold. Let's have a look. This declaration by the Securities and Exchange Commission in goose lockstep with the, what was it called again? The Commodity Future Trading Commission. Is it going to hold? Is it going to hold? Let's have a quick look. No, it's not. 5 of Wands. Is it going to hold? No. You've got this 6 of Coins. You've got the hidden agenda to try and move the wealth, and you've got the Moon card. I don't think it's going to hold. You've got this legislative pushback, infighting, because it is so very obvious a ruling, or not even a legislation, because it didn't go via legislative, a declaration to enrich and increase the power. Oh, we've got the Devil. You've got the legal restriction for those that were involved. The Lover's card. Yeah, the King of Swords. It's an unformed and slippery declaration that's come out that will come to an end. It's delusional. And then we've got the loss, the White House, inability to move it forward, the verbal agreements to feather the nest of some individuals will be seen and stopped, and they will be unable to harvest from it. Yeah, and I've got the legislators here and the death card, the death of this. Yeah, I don't think it's going to hold. I think the legislators are actually going to say, excuse me, no, because it's so obvious corruption. Okay, let's have a quick look at the people who are involved. We've got, so I just want to have a look at the future for, oh, that official portrait. It's so creepy. Michael Seelig, the Commodity Future Trading Commission. Supposed to be a panel of 5. Everybody's been forced off except for him. And I've got, what did I have? It's not going to end well. Ace of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. It's not going to end well for him. Let's have a look. Michael Seelig. And then I'll have a look at the Atkins dude. Michael Seelig. Right. Cards throwing themselves out at me. Fully exposed. Oh, the agreements that were made, the connections, the unformed and slimy whatever, and being forced to walk away. Yeah, on the back foot, having to defend his position. There was this, we got the Lovers card and the 2 of Cups. Prostituted himself, let me just put it that way, and there's that 3 of Swords again. It is not going to end well. There's the Ace of Coins, Queen of Coins, so him polishing, but we've got here the 8 of Cups, the ending, and then the Ace of Cups. It's not, walking away, tower, felon, legislators, a lot of information coming out, inability to be harvested and being stopped. You've got here trying to move this policy forward. It's an obvious abuse of power, and it's going to be overruled. Yeah, it's not going to end well for him. All these people that tie themselves it's a short-term victory. They're going to claim a victory. Oops, sorry, death card. No, they're not. It's not going to work. You got the death card. Oh, gosh, if I keep going, you've got that 9 of Wands, the guardrails holding. You've got the 10 of Swords, and you've got the Devil, and you've got all those that were in the inner circle. Their legacy is coming to an end. I will never understand anybody that ties themselves to the felon, because everything he touches fails, because I don't know why. It's just that it does. This is a huge wake-up call that is coming forward with the Judgment card. Okay, what's the other dude's name? Let me have a look. The Atkins guy, I think. Where have I got it? Let me have a look. I'm terrible at names. My partner, my husband, knows that. If we ever go to an event, Paul Atkins, the Securities and Exchange Commission chair. Whenever we go to an event, my hubby will always say, "Oh, Libby, you remember so-and-so?" And I'll go, "Oh, yeah," because I'm hopeless. Atkins, how's it going to go for Paul Atkins? How's the commissioner? As I said, the goose lockstep, these two. How's it going to go for Paul Atkins? Again, appointed by the felon. Let's have a look. How's this going to go? Right, I've got the legislators have jumped out at me. Oh, there's Rusky. Oh, Justice card. And Something coming forward that he doesn't want to look at. I mean, this could also be expansion of some sort of legal action that he's trying to ignore. Oh, out in the cold, money trails, the prosecution coming forward. This could be financial ties to Rusky that's brought forward, feathering the nest, and the overreach, the Ten of Wands, and his ship not coming in, the plan that was supposed to come forward. And there's that military. I always get that this regime will be removed by the military. You've got the Six of Swords, so trying to get out of Dodge as legal information comes forward, and he finds himself under the spotlight, and there's that victory going down again. The false victory going down. 10, the death card. It's not going to work. All we can do is just keep our energy up. Oh, and as I split the deck, the Moon card. The secret's being revealed. The long trail that will need to be taken. But yeah, this is all coming to light. Oh, I split it again, and there's the Judgment card again. Split the deck again, and we've got Judgment, big wake-up call. So there is big energy coming out that is just going to take it all down. And what did I see there? I saw the Nine of Swords. The dark money could be crypto and information being brought forward in regards to it. It is not going to end well for any of these people. But we just have to, for some reason, we have to go through this to get to the other side. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Love to you all. Catch you shortly.